Hope everybody's doing well today. As y'all can see, the old bus behind me. And everybody that knows me personally off our channel knows that I'm into wild edibles and medicinals. And today we're going to do a little walk just around the bus. I'm going to try and make this quick, but there's so much around the bus. I'm going to be very short on each one, just to show you, if you know nature, how much you can pull from nature and nature benefits you. But you got to respect nature also, or else she's not going to take care of you. So let's get started right here. And this is what's called Yaupon holly. The easy identifier is the red berries, and the red berries grow down the stem instead of clusters on the end. What this is used for, you can take the leaves. The Native Americans here in Florida used to roast the leaves, make a nice tea out of it. It's super caffeinated, higher than espresso. And if you need a little jolt, roast those leaves up and make Yaupon tea. And this is muscadine vine, wild grapes, a lot of people call it. Muscadines, you could even buy in grocery stores. They use it in Merlots and Moscato wines. They'll be coming in later this summer. And that's a good picture of the leaves, easy identifiable. The vines are so strong, you can even make snares that are strong enough to catch deer from them. Let's walk on down. This is pine needles. They're just typical old pine tree. As you can see, the new growth on it. You can take new or old growth and make pine needle tea. It's super high in vitamin C, more so than oranges. You can even just chew on the needles if you like. We're going to walk right over here to these saw palmettos. And actually, these are smooth palmettos. All palmettos are in the grass family. And you can get what's called swamp cabbage. A lot of people call it heart of palm. This is just the Florida version. This leaf is just opened. But normally you check the leaf that is still closed on new growth, measure it back 2.5 lengths of that new leaf. You can cut it off and harvest the inner part, and it's just like heart of palm. Let's see. This right here, I can't remember the name of it, but what it does is produce a berry, which is called a drupe. A drupe is the difference between a fruit and a drupe. Is a peach, for example, is a drupe. It has a large pit in the middle with skin around the outside. An apple is actually a fruit because it has small seeds on the inside. But it's a very bitter fruit. But when you smash it and pulverize it, it releases the natural sugars. And with those natural sugars, it will become sweet. Let's see what else we got here. This is Florida wild rosemary. I introduced some friends of mine from Transcend Existence to this. This is edible, just like regular rosemary. Here's some that's still in bloom. We're getting a little much into the spring, so some are starting to go out of bloom, but you can eat the blooms and the leaves. The rosemary that you buy in the store, the leaves are actually not digestible. But in this particular rosemary, the leaves are digestible, so you can actually eat the leaves rather than just cooking with them. Very tasty too. This is deer moss. A lot of people may be familiar with this. It's very brittle when it's in its natural form, but you can soak it in water. It has a very bitter flavor. But if you're cooking some things with it, people in Iceland use it for their fermented shark, and it takes some of the fermentation flavor away and makes it more palatable. It's also considered nature's toilet paper. You can compress this deer moss and it will pack down, and you can use it as nature's toilet paper. We'll put that back there, it'll reroot. Let's see what else we got. We'll take you over by the bathrooms, which isn't just over this hill from the bus. See if we see anything else on the way. I'm barefoot as usual, as you can see, so I'm looking out for prickly pears, which I just passed. But prickly pear is also edible. There's some more. That's edible. You can eat it in several forms. We particularly like to take all the thorns off, slice it in slices, deep fry it, and it tastes just like fried okra. It's very meniscusy inside, or slimy, sort of like aloe. So therefore it's very similar to okra when you fry it. It will contain the batter on itself by itself once you slice it up. So let's go on over here. As you can see, a lot of these drupe fruits and wild rosemary grow all across this sand dune. What I'm wanting to show y'all is some dog fennel, and I've only found one small patch here, but it grows all through the park, and it's really tasty also. Just ran into a small patch of sand spurs. Good thing I have tough feet. Let's see, where did it go? Where did it go? Well, heck. Let's see. Well, we'll have to come back to the dog fennel. I saw some earlier today. There's a whole lot of it on the other side of the park. Ah, there it is. Let's see if I can get up there to it. It's easily spottable due to the green growth at the bottom and these tall shoots that come off. And these will actually flower, but now they're out of season. And this is very tasty. Got hair in my mouth. But if you don't like fennel, you will probably like dog fennel. It's a lot more mild, very flavorful, very good to chop up and put in salads. But we'll show you how close we still are to the bus. Back under this rail here. And that's just a little tour around the bus. And we're gonna walk back to the bus real quick, and I'll show you some what's called green smilac. A lot of people call it green briar. The red version is really tasty also. I personally like the red. It seems to have just a touch more flavor. As you can see, all the wild muscadine growing through there. It's just going to be loaded with grapes if we have a good season. What we really need is more rain. Last year was a really dry year. We didn't get a lot of rain. But let's come right back here behind the bus. We have black raspberries that grow all through the park. And you can get them all over this beach. But this right here, as you can see, this is greenbrier. These tips right here, the new growth, you pull these off right here. And they're edible and taste just like a asparagus. To me, they have a slight raw peanut flavor, as if you eat fresh peanuts that haven't been cooked yet. But like I say, this is just a small example just around our bus. We went over a few things here. These small oak trees. We have mostly red oak here in Florida, at least around this area. The acorns are not really palatable as they stand. They're very tannic, but you can soak them in water and get rid of the tannic out of them. Or you can boil them 3 or 4 times, then let them completely dry out, and you can crush them and even use them for flour. But that's just a few edibles just around the bus. So as you can see, if you know nature, nature will take care of you. You just have to take care of it. But anyway, I hope y'all like the video, and we may do another one of these at a different section in the park and see what all we can run across there. But anyway, have a great day. Hit that like button, and please stay tuned to Simple Life, and always share us with your friends. It really helps us out. Peace.